Aquarius.com, and today I'm in front of you to discuss moon sign in combination with sun sign, which will reveal to you loads about your personality. So if you don't know the moon sign or anything about the moon sign, then it's time to do your research, because there's really loads going on with your horoscope than just the pop astrology sun sign that you know. So there are 12 planets in astrology. The sun and the moon are also considered planets in astrology, and each of these planets, they embody a certain archetype or an energy signature. Now, the sun represents your exterior self, your dreams, your goals, your ambitions, how you take your key and how you project it out into the world, how you want to be perceived as the sun. Your father is the sun. The moon, on the other hand, is very different to this energy. The moon is your emotional body. It's your connecting body. It's how you feel when no one is looking, how you express yourself, how you express your deep feelings, your habit patterns, your day-to-day routines, your mother. All this is the moon. The moon is the yin component, sun the yang, male, female. Now, if you have your moon in Aquarius and your sun in Aries, then this is your video. Now, moon in Aquarius and sun in Aries makes you double masculine. So you have a lot of masculine energy, which you must balance with more feminine energy that you have inside of you, even if you're a male. Now, moon in Aquarius, interesting position. Now, Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac. It is ruled in traditional astrology by Saturn, and in modern astrology by Uranus. After Uranus was discovered, it was given the rulership of Aquarius. By just Saturn and Uranus, you can understand how divergent the two energies are. So Aquarius has a lot to do with duality. I mean, all the air signs, definitely duality personified, but Aquarius more so. And now, Aquarius happens to be a sign in which no planet is exalted. That means no planet can quite express itself in Aquarius. Even the sun is debilitated in Aquarius. So the glorious sun cannot find expression of his energies in Aquarius. So this makes the moon uncomfortable here. The moon is not comfortable in Aquarius, because Aquarius is not about feeling, and not about feeling one to one. The moon is all about feeling and connecting. In Aquarius, it is sometimes cold and barren and very icy, very detached, very aloof, very undemonstrative. So, but it doesn't mean that they don't feel anything. They do, but it's just that they are not very demonstrative. They're practical, and they always. Now Aquarius deals with community. Is the 11th sign. So moon in Aquarius actually makes an individual very much a community person. Very they find they find meaning in doing things for the community, for their friends. So often you'll see the moon in Aquarius person taking on the role of throwing the party or inviting everyone over. And the moon in Aquarius is always ready to let people come into her personal space, because community means everything to them. Their identity is tied to the community. Now, in many cases, Aquarius works very well with community, but when it comes to one-on-one emotional displays, they can fall short. Okay, they can find this quite challenging to really connect deeply with someone. But this doesn't mean that they don't love that person. If you are seeing someone with this placement, then that doesn't mean that if they're not being emotionally demonstrative, does not mean that they're not into you. It just means that they don't know how to express themselves one on one. Now, if you look at the glyph of Aquarius, you will see the two waves. Now, these are not water waves; they're electrical waves of life. So, Aquarius, the soul lesson of Aquarius is Atma Vidya, which is all about self-realization and self-knowledge. So, if you have your moon in Aquarius, you're definitely intellectual, because a lot of your life and your day-to-day is lived in your mind. Okay, even your interactions, you probably go through them in your mind before you actually interact with people. You like friends, you need friends. In fact, if moon in Aquarius is not a part of a huge group or a community, they can feel isolated. And this has to do with a huge sense of identification with the community. They are the community animal. Now you have to understand, Aquarius is the archetype of the innovator. So they want to innovate for the community. They want to bring in a rebellious streak, if you must. It's also the sign that rules astrology and the sign of revolution. So this can make you very cold, detached on one hand, but also extremely analytical. So you will be able to sift through emotions and get to the brass root tacks. You will just be able to analyze the situation without subscribing to it too much of too many emotions that you don't really need to. So this can work very well for you if you know how to utilize this energy. And now you have your sun in Aries. So with this combination, I already mentioned before, you have a double masculine sun and moon placement. So you have to find balance within yourself of your masculine and feminine, of the yin and yang. So unless you have like a water sign ascendant or heavy placements in water, you may lack empathy, compassion. Now, Sun in Aries, Sun is all about how you want to be perceived. Aries is the first sign of the zodiac, ruled by Mars. And Aries is all about initiation and starting new things, going on new adventures. Okay? And oftentimes Aries sun may come across as brash, rude, or arrogant, because Aries really does not think of the others in the traditional conventional sense like the other signs. It's because the soul has come into incarnation through the sign, and all they know about is this identity that has just been created. So Aries can be selfish at times, and Aries is extremely impatient, ruled by Mars. Patience is definitely not one of its virtues. So you have to cultivate patience. Even with Aquarius, you don't have patience going on, although you are ruled by Saturn. But you have this tremendous pull of duality always working within you, because you have Saturn in one hand trying to hold on to establishment, and you have Uranus on the other trying to break establishment. So, Sun, you're definitely a leader. Sun in Aries, people will perceive you as a leader. And you're very community oriented. You may actually appear more selfish than you are. Because people may perceive you as an Aries and selfish, but you're actually deep down very community oriented. You want to be a part of something larger than yourself. You want to connect. You want to help people. You want to innovate for them, and then use the spark of Aries, this Martian spark, and start new things that have to do with the community. Okay, and don't always stay in the intellectual space. Try to come down to your heart chakra, ground yourself. That is a very important and a key practice with too much of fire and air in your natal chart. Ground yourself, and being so intellectual, pursue knowledge, because ultimately being an Aquarius moon, that is your soul contract, to look to go seeking for soul knowledge. I hope you liked that video as much as I liked making it for you. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and see you soon. Bye.